Chat. Greetings. Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? What is up? I'm amazing. What's up, Ocean Nadman 6? It's kind of based, honestly. Licked. Hello, sir. Hold on, I gotta chop up the old chompers. Chop up the old chompers, chat. Objective viewpoint, hardest map, gotta be Nuke. I love Nuke, but I agree. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. It's kind of hard. This idea came up on stream on Tuesday. Someone in chat actually suggested it, and I was like, you know what? This is actually a pretty good one. This is a pretty good like educational segment, because that's why they were asking. They were asking from the standpoint of like, what in your opinion is like the hardest map to like master, right? Versus other, you know, maps that are just easier to I guess pug, play, get a grip of. And I was like, this is a good idea for a list. We should talk about this. We should actually like go through each map and not just rank them, but talk about why, right? What makes them difficult. Hardest map is whatever map I'm losing on currently. On God, Aaron. We have all fucking been there, my dude. 100%. Hundo P. Took me a while just to find a tier list that had all the defuse maps on it. Which, this one's fun actually, because it has like literally all of them. Like it has like, oh, I think it even has like canals and like OG Inferno and shit, which I'm not gonna do that, but it has cache, right? New cache, old cache. I'm not gonna do that shit though. I'm just gonna do like relevant maps. All I know is I'm cursed on Ancient. Well, Bailey, we literally like minutes ago just released a social clip that you should watch where I show you some extremely helpful utility that will help you win your Ancient pugs. So for real, check it out. For me, honestly, it might be Cache. Played so many matches, and I still don't understand spawn timings. Cache is tough. Cache is one of those maps. I love Cache, but it's one of those maps that is like... It feels like it should be easier to pug than it is. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's like, it feels like it should be an aim map. It feels like you should be able to just pug. Like, just pug it. And, like, you can. But it just ends, it just sort of, like, you know? Like, it feels like it should be easier to pug than it ever actually ends up being, you know? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Cache is a weirdo. Speaking of utility, I have some nifty stuff that I was planning on showing you guys today. Since y'all are digging the social utility content so much, I figured why not make something else, since y'all seem to love fucking Mirage so much. Which, I mean, look, Mirage is not terrible, but I hate this map, dude. I hate this map. Actually, I don't hate this map. I hate Inferno. I don't hate Mirage. I'm just sick of Mirage. Just fucking over it, dog. I think my bass is on my headphones. Hold on. One sec, chat. My gamer chair is not primed, you know? It's not primed. It's not ready for I can't hit my 6 swanky shots with my gamer chair not in full action. Love the knife, by the way. Thanks, bro. It's a new one, actually. It's my newest knife. I picked it up like 3 months ago, probably. I like it too. Big fan of the skeleton slaughter. It looks really nice in the light. I can't really get good light on this map. Yeah. It's gonna look really sick in CS2 as well. It's nice. Yeah. So first things first, before we get into our actual tier list chat, I wanted to do this because y'all like it so much. So we're gonna talk about some quick. Will I play with viewers? Yeah, I have played with viewers actually, and I'm trying to currently set something up that is going to help allow me to play with viewers more easily. Should have some updates on that for you soon. I'm just letting people kind of fan in a little bit, and then we'll start talking about this. Because this is something that I was trying to think what's a good like utility segment to do today. And then I figured I actually have like the perfect one. The perfect one. Because y'all seem to really love this stupid fucking map, and no one ever knows how to fucking throw anything on it. So did I finally get a CS2 invite? I did not. Hence why I'm playing a CSGO. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I'd probably be playing CSGO even if I did get a CS2 invite. I'll be honest with you, my dude. I'd probably be playing this anyway. So yeah, this is what I want to talk about, chat. So please stop. When you go B on Mirage, please, for the love of God, stop smoking market window. Please. Please stop smoking market window. Anytime someone makes a B call, some guy will just chime up immediately. He'll try to be the first one and be like, I got market window. I got market window. Just so he can feel useful and throw a smoke that is makes him a good team player. Which, like, the smoke is fine. It's a great smoke. It's just, it's a really good smoke if you have sight. It's a really good smoke if the bomb is down, right? And, like, you got a guy bench, and you got a guy cat, or you got to go set whatever, or you got a guy in the corner here. It's really good. This is a killer smoke. The problem is that if you're all in fucking TV room, or you're all trying to work your way through kitchen, right? And this smoke goes out, it doesn't really help you do anything, because the opper who's going to be here, let me break this, the opper who's holding this angle, if his player is over here on van, and he knows there's nobody out, right, and this is smoked off up here, the opper's just gonna jump out the fucking window, bro. He's just gonna know it's safe, and he's just gonna work up to here, he's gonna beat the smoke, and he's just gonna come and hold this, or he's gonna hold over here, or he's gonna hold get right, or whatever. So, like, it's not a bad smoke. It's just, like, it doesn't actually really help you do anything. It's not like smoking CT on Inferno B site, right? Where it just really is a very good smoke. Or like smoking Coffin. It's a very, very good smoke. Like, it's fine, but it doesn't actually really help you do anything. It doesn't help you take the site. It's just very good if you have the site, right? You'll often see people throw it on a mid-round fake, like a rotate. So like, let's say you go middle, like you get action middle with the split on ramp, you guys back up ramp, you wrap through CT or through TV room, and then you're just like in the late round, you're just like, hey, I'm stuck in market window, because you're expecting CTs to be on the rotates here, right? So there's nobody on site. The CTs are rotating through. Oh, this just got smoked off. Fuck, now I have to go to this doorway over here. Oh shit, there's a guy holding it, or oh shit, they fly, etc. Right? It's very good again if there's nobody on site. If there's people on site, it's So, all of that said, please stop smoking market window. Throw these smokes instead. You want to be useful on Mirage, and you want to actually help your team take the bomb site. What you should do is you should learn these two smokes that will help you smoke get right. This is called get right, and this is called get left. All right? These smokes. Please just throw these smokes. First smoke, this one's a little finicky, but it's okay. You're going to crouch. You're going to line up this line right here against the window pane like that, and then you're gonna stand up and you're gonna go in the top of this like sort of like fictional corner, whatever angle thing, and throw that smoke. Okay? Next smoke, you're gonna come here. Obviously, you have to get a smoke from your teammates, and you're gonna go on the bottom of this little corner thing here, and you're gonna throw this. This is the get right smoke, right? So the guy who's playing get right here, they call it arches, I think, in Europe, or not get right, and then this is get left. Okay? These are the two smokes you gotta throw. This smoke is good because there's no one-way. You can't get a one-way here. And then this smoke is good because it's shallow enough that the guy here can't really use it. He can kind of catch a little look here, but honestly, it's a one and done. If he gets lucky enough to peek you through the smoke here, he's gonna get traded, or he's gonna get flashed, or he's gonna. This is not really a very strong position. No Opper, I think, is ever really going to be here because it's such a one and done that if you get one kill, you're immediately going to get traded, and I think a rifler would only go there in, like, actual desperation. So yeah, those are the two smokes. One more time. Crouching like this. I crouch because you move slower when you crouch. You can stand and do it. It's just you have to line up. It's a little harder if you have to do it like this, even if you're walking. So I crouch. I line it up. Stand up. On the fictional corner thingy, come to this right thing. Hook yourself into this corner. And then right here, this little, like, edge of the white, jump throw. That's the get right smoke. This is the get left smoke. Okay? And like I said, no one ways. You have to push through, and then you're just wide open, probably gonna get flashed from up top, which for those who don't know the flash, there's a lot of flashes you can throw here. Honestly, people just usually run throwing like this. That's fine, it's okay. I think it's generally better if you, like, come here on the top of this thing and then throw when you hit the wood thing. That's better in my opinion. But they're more or less the same. Anyway. That's it, chat. Those are some Mirage smokes that you can throw and not just be four people all trying to smoke market window. So the next time you're in a pug and some guy goes, I can smoke market window, you can say, I can smoke arches. See? We're learning. We're getting better at Counter-Strike, right? That's why y'all play Mirage, right? Is to get better at Counter-Strike, clearly. Not just because you guys want to run out A-ramp every round. So yeah, look at that, chat. We're all getting better at CS. Nod if you agree. Nod if you agree that we're all getting better at CS. Clearly, we are all loving this game. And yes, nod. Thank you. Good job, chat. There it is. There it is. Good job. Nod. Thank you. Good. If you're gonna fucking play Mirage, just throw a fucking nade, dog. It's fine if you want to play this stupid map, but just throw a fucking nade. Jesus. God, man. Mirage pugs are just the worst. Just the absolute worst, bro. Okay. So, on to our tier list. Let me hop off. I hopped off Mirage. Okay. So on to our tier list. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking, because this was an idea that somebody had on Tuesday, as I mentioned. CSGO maps from hardest to easiest. I think this is a fun one. It's kind of a silly list, but it's fun. It's fun. And I'm not just talking about, like, the hardest to pug. I'm sort of trying to encompass it, like, every level. So, like, maps that are hard to play casually with, like, you know, like, literal silvers, but then also maps that are actually just, like, hard to execute even in, like, competitive play, like in high-level competitive play. Yeah, I think this is an interesting list. Like I said, it's a fun list. It's sort of a silly list, but it's I think the reason I'm doing it is because I hope you guys will learn something. Like, when I explain why this map is easy or why this map is hard, you'll be able, what we'll do is we'll talk about what makes these maps tick, like how they function, right? How you have to think about these maps. And hopefully you'll take something away from this for your own games, right? So yeah. Time for some hot takes. I don't even know if I have hot takes on this one, to be honest. I don't think I do anyway. Maybe it's a little bit of a hot, maybe there's some hot takes, but I don't really have any. Yeah. So, the only thing I didn't think of is, what if we change, like, can I type here? Yeah. So, like, we have to define which is the hardest and which is the easiest, right? So, like, let's say S is hardest, chat. Do we like that? Do we like S being hardest? Hardest. F, easiest. I also want to be super clear. I also want to be, oh, yeah, I just wrote hardest twice. I want to be super clear. This works. Here we go. If I say it's the easiest, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, what if we have, what if we just rewrite all of these? Is that better? Like, because I don't want to think if I put a map in F tier that people think I'm saying it's like a shit map. You know what I mean? Like, it's an F tier map. It's because it's not. Trust me. The maps that I have in mind for F tier are very well designed maps. Like, they're very good. Like, they're very good. So, should we say, like, hardest, easiest, best? Is that better? Like, because I don't want to think if I put a map in F tier that people think I'm saying it's like a shit map. You know what I mean? Like, it's an F tier map. It's because it's not. Trust me. The maps that I have in mind for F tier are very well designed maps. Like, they're very good. So, should we say, like, hardest, like harder, hard, easy, easier, easiest. You know? Or should S be easiest, and then it makes it sound like I'm not? You like this, or do you like when with the gradients? That works as well. I don't know if this is gonna. I just want it to be like recognizable. You know what I mean? Harder. Is this just sort of silly though to just have it be like full on, like easy? I don't know. This seems kind of redundant. S should be hardest. Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't know. Maybe it seems silly to put like these gradients. I think this just makes the most sense. This probably just makes the most sense. Yeah, I kind of like this. Okay, let's try this then. It is not looking like a gooder map. Remove the letters and it's perfect. That's kind of what I was thinking. This is kind of what I was thinking. Is just like remove the letters, right? Like I'll take the parentheses out too. Let's try this, chat. Let's see. I know it seems sort of silly and arbitrary, but I think it actually helps. Like. Just the way it looks. Harder. Hardest, harder, hard. That's getting clipped. Easy, easier, easiest. That's nice. You could replace letters with numbers. 1 to 5. Super hard. Hard, yeah, but then it gets whatever. This is fine. I like this. This is good. I like this. This is okay. I think this works. Okay, first map. Let's talk about it. First map, Anubis. Okay, so I have a lot to say about Anubis. Anubis is a very, 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 very good map. Anubis is the map that, in my opinion, is the best looking Counter-Strike map. Like first put into the game. I don't just mean best looking in terms of aesthetic. I mean in terms of map design. Like, Anubis was in the best shape of any map ever put into CSGO. Ever. It was all this close to being very, very good. Like, very S tier as soon as it was put in. There was like a couple of things that had to be changed. Right? A couple of things that are sort of like, you know, we had to learn about the map. But I think Anubis is very, very, very easy to play. I think it's actually just F. It's on the easiest. Anubis is an incredibly good map. It's very, very easy. It's very intuitive. I think it gives a tremendous amount of freedom to both the Ts, I mean especially the Ts, and I think the CTs. It's actually arguably too much for the Ts because it's actually a T-sided map. But it is a very, very, very easy map to sort of like wrap your head around. You know what I mean? I think Anubis is pretty close to being a masterpiece. I think I don't use that word lightly. I think it's pretty close to being a masterpiece. It's an extremely, extremely, extremely good map. There is almost nothing that I like hate about the map, or like that I really don't like, or I really would change, or whatever. Like it's a very, very, very it's a very, very, very good map, and it's very easy to learn also, but it's also very easy to it also really rewards like actual critical thinking about utility, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah, it's a map where if you don't know a single piece of utility, you can still actually run middle and just take fair gunfights, right? There's a ton of space for the Ts to use. The Ts have, from spawn, there are so many opportunities for the Ts to basically just work picks, work the map, which in my opinion makes for a very good map. That's what a good map should do, is give the Ts space, right? Because playing CT is just inherently easier. Like, defending is just inherently easier. So the idea that the Ts should be able to have like opportunities to just walk around, actually suss things out, throw some utility, get intel, walk up and take a dry fight, throw an easy piece of utility that allows them, like, even just an easy piece of util right? That allows them to then work up and take a fight like this. Like, you don't have to know a lineup for this. You can literally just, an average silver elite can literally just throw this smoke and then just come here and try to take a 50-50 fight on this guy, molly him out, whatever, right? I also really love drop. I just think it's an incredibly, like, it's super fun to just do shit like this and get blown away or blow some guy away, or like, it's really just a great map all around. It appeals to casual players. It appeals to competitive players. It is just a very, very easy, good map to learn. And I think it's also a sort of a difficult map to perfect, right? Like, there's so many things that CTs have to understand about how to take map control and actually play, like, offensively to have a good defense. And I think this map is very, very, very easy. I think it's actually the easiest in Counter-Strike. I honestly think it's easy in Counter-Strike, and I think it's just an incredibly, incredibly good map. It's very rare, even on CT, which is arguably the easier of the sides. It is, or sorry, excuse me, or even on CT, which is arguably the harder of the sides, because this map is actually a hair T-sided. It still feels sort of intuitive. Like, the way you should play CT feels really intuitive. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a good linear tripartite map with a clearly defined middle, a clearly defined 2 bomb site structure, and then a very interesting, engaging under, like, pass that runs between them that you have to get control. It's just an amazing map. It's really, really, really a good map. Yeah, I love this map. I think it's incredible, and I am putting it as easiest. I think it's the easiest map to learn and the easiest map to play. Next up is Ancient, right? You have to bear with me a little bit, chat, because some of these are weird, right? Like, this is Aztec, right? Yeah. I'm not going to do Aztec, Canal, Old Inferno, Old Cobble. That's Old Cache, right? Right? This is New Cache. This is New Cache. That's Old Cache. We got some NAFers in the chat. Yo, NAF is popping off, man. Now that Elige is not in Liquid anymore, NAF is actually going fucking nuclear. We love to see it. I'm just making sure these are all ordered correctly. Yeah, okay. So, Ancient. Ancient is... Okay, so Ancient used to be a lot harder. Ancient used to be really, really, really hard when it first came out because it used to be really, really CT-sided. Like, just CT-sided to the point that I, an Ancient lover, I hated the map. I hated the map, like most people when it first came out, because it was just egregiously CT-sided. At pro level, at pug level, it didn't matter. Like the typical split, I think, in pro matches was like 12-3. At one point, it was pretty much accepted that you were gonna get like 3 or 4 rounds on T side if you're lucky. It was really, really, really bad. Oh, Ali, you don't have to worry about donating, bro. No worries about that. Just your viewership is more than enough, my dude. First version of Ancient was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. It was not good. It was definitely not good. Since they moved the CT spawn back, it's actually really, really, really helped, and it's made mid way more of an interesting, like, what's it called? Like, contest between the Ts and the CTs. The only thing about Ancient that's sort of tough to learn, I feel, is that there's this thing where there's a lot of chokes that sort of make it a meat grinder. So, like, running out middle is a lot more viable than it used to be. The problem is that if you don't know the utility for middle, which, by the way, we just released a social clip today that you can check out that shows you the best mid utility that you need to know to get your teammates out middle and fuck it. I feel like pimp. I'm doing like a pimp plug right now to get your teammates out middle and winning gunfights. There's a little bit of a meat grinder effect. Like, you know what I mean? Like the T's have to walk through these like very narrow chokeways that you can sort of get blown away on. Main is definitely like this as well. Like it does sort of feel sometimes like when you walk out, there's just so many ways you can get absolutely blasted.
Donut and Cave were definitely improved because they were very hard to clear. That was the big thing with this map, was the fact that if they had a CT in Donut, sometimes two, it was so hard to get them out. It was just impossible to fucking clear this position. This position right here is still very strong. Very, 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 very strong. But it's not as bad as it used to be. And I think that the map has become a little bit more intuitive for players. But I still feel like people don't really enjoy pugging this map as much as I do. And I still feel like they feel there's a lot of hard 50-50s. You know what I mean? Like, clearing Cave is not impossible by any means. But it does feel often like there's just a lot of hard 50s and, like, headshot angles and, like, 50, right? Like, even shit like this, right? Like, it's just very... It can be a little ratty. It can be a little ratty, honestly. I like this map a lot. I think it's very, very good. I don't think it's particularly easy to learn, if I'm being honest. I don't think it is. I think that understanding how to take mid does require a little bit of, like, foresight. Like, it does require you to actually understand how to help your team and support your team. And while I think that's great, and once you do learn how to play it, it's very enjoyable. I think that this map is not particularly good for new players. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't understand how it made it into the game in its first iteration. Like, Valve, I don't understand. The map was so crazily CT-sided that I do not understand how the fuck it actually made it into the game. Like, how Valve thought that this position was a great idea on the first round out. It was just stunning to me. Like, it was a literal meat grinder. Like, it was just so impossible to get somebody out of here, right? The thing this map does that I really like that Mirage does not do, and we'll fucking get to Mirage, is that there are 3 angles mid. So it's the 3-angle classic, right? You know, Mirage, it's cat, window, connector. On this map, it's cat, house, and donut. What I like about this map versus Mirage is it's very easy for you to be able to make yourself not visible to all 3 at once. That's what I like. So, like, you come out elbow, you're visible to cat, you're visible to cubby, but once elbow is, like, you know, smoked or cleared, your team, you can then come and you can basically try to take a fight house, but the guy donut can't see you. The problem with Mirage is that it often feels like if you are in any fucking position in mid, you're just visible to all 3 angles unless they're smoked, and once those smokes fade, you're just fucking dead. There's, like, you need to make something happen there. Yeah, I think this map, honestly, is pretty close to being not intuitive. Like, I actually think Ancient goes... For sure it's here. For sure it's here. I do not think it's easy. I think Ancient is actually hard to learn. I honestly think it's hard to learn. I think it's deceptive. You need, I think that's who was it in chat who said lineups. Yeah, infinite lineups. If you don't know the lineups for middle, it's really hard to take the control, and it's basically pointless. And while I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, I do think that it requires a little bit of... there's a bit of a wall that a new player hits. And I don't just mean a player who's new to Counter-Strike. I mean a player who's, like, new to the map in general. I think it's a hard map. I don't think it's harder. I think that it's sort of eased up a little bit, but I do think it's a hard map. Vertigo. Why the fuck do all of you hate Vertigo so much, man? What is it about this fucking map that you guys think is so, like... There's so many fucking Vertigo haters out there, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense to me. This map is so good. Vertigoat, my dude. Vertigo is hard. Yeah, it's funny. It's the verticality. You know what it is, man? It's understanding, like, a lot of the utility is... Yeah, a lot of the utility is tough on this map. I will agree with that. It's not... It's a straightforward map. Like, it's, like, not hard, but it definitely can be punishing if you don't know what you have to throw and what it does. It's a very solid map, I agree, Bailey. It's also fairly easy. So, here's the thing about Vertigo, right? The map is simple in premise. It's just sort of hard in execution. So, in terms of T-side, right? You just you know the old joke about it being an A ramp simulator, right? Like Cobble was a drop simulator. Basically, when you come A, you can work A ramp lots of different ways, and it's a very intuitive map to just sort of like 3 guys go ramp, 1 guy lurks B, 1 guy holds flank. Like it's a pretty, you know, if you can be a Gold Nova and you can sort of have a default on this map that sort of makes sense. The issue with this map is that as you start to get to higher levels of play, it's as Phoenix just said, it is a lot of fucking CT one ways that the T's have to learn how to deal with, or like a lot of like timings that you have to know how to hit. Like sort of like if you're on CT, obviously, like you have to know to smoke ramp, right? From fucking here, which like players who are like learning the map are not going to understand that this is like the tech, right? We all do this by reflex now, but like people who are learning this map are not going to like, you know what I mean, understand. Like they're just going to try to like smoke it from here or like flash it or dry swing it or whatever, right? Like same thing on T side. I think that it's sort of deceptive how difficult it can actually be to get control and like throw weird lineups like this, right? That give you, and then you know, rush ramp and like get control. Like, okay, we're gonna smoke side halls. This guy can't swing. We're gonna, you know, flash our way up, and then we're gonna take a fight. This guy pushes up here, holds first. Like it's just the default is deceptively complicated. Actually, like there's a lot to this map in terms of like how the first 10 seconds play out, right? And as Infinite said, A-ramp is very difficult if the CTs know what they're doing. If the CTs know one ways, it's very, very, very hard to take this ramp control without just really, really brute forcing it, right? Like you can throw nifty flashes that actually make it difficult to... I don't ever throw this flash, so I'm not super good with it, but it's from here, right? Isn't it from the same place? You can actually throw like flashes like here, right? That flash the CTs as they're right. Don't quote me on if that's actually the lineup, but yeah, you can throw flashes that go up, right? That actually blind the CTs. The map in premise is quite simple, right? It's a very simple map. It's just there's actually a lot to it, and I think that people often feel like they're never really able to take fair gunfights on this map. That said, it's very balanced. It's a very, very, very balanced split between T and CT. I think that I went into this thinking that this was going to be actually like one of the easier maps, and I sort of feel now as if it's not, you know? There's just a lot of things that utility allows you to do that may not be apparent when you're, you know, first sort of trying to like dissect the map. And pugging it is not always straightforward, which I do think actually weighs a lot on this list, right? How easy is the map to pug? I don't think it's that easy to pug. I think there's harder maps, but I do think that it is a little bit tough. Some of the best visibility gives it some bonus points and ease of access as well. I agree. One of the things I do really love about this map is that it's very easy to see. I will just say personally, and this is like my absolute personal gripe, this headshot angle pisses the living fucking shit out of me because of the shadows. I will just say that. This, like, now I know to clear it, so like I will always clear it, but I genuinely think that this fucking angle right here is just the most rat fucking, like, I hate this. Even just remove this shit. Just please get rid of these two, right? It's just this right here is just, I hate this shit. It pisses the hell out of me. I'm all for like weird off angles or like interesting half angles, but this to me is just, I hate this angle so much because of the shadow and because the CT uniforms are so dark, right? It's very hard to see that one sometimes. So where does Vertigo rank? I think Vertigo above Ancient, below Ancient. I love playing the headshot angle. It's a free kill mid. I fucking hate that angle, Bailey. Yeah, it is literally a freebie. It's one of those angles, and mind you, there are a lot of Counter-Strike maps that have those angles, to be fair, but it's a freebie. And the worst part is that it's not necessarily a one and done. That's what I hate the most, is that if you actually play this angle and you get your first, you can actually like do this and be a real rat, and if your teammate's playing Elevator, you can actually pop back up and maybe get a second one, right? Like, you can really play your life here, and I hate that fucking angle. Pisses the hell out of me. Anyway. Headshot at an A site as well, though, or the boost on short. The boost on short makes me want to fucking scream into a pillow.
Yeah, the headshot angle on A feels less ratty to me, maybe because the visibility is slightly better, but the one on mid just pisses the shit out of me. I hate it so much. Is it harder than Ancient? I think it's hard, but I don't think it's harder than Ancient. I don't think it's weird. I still feel like Ancient is harder. Because if you try to take Ancient, maybe Ancient just goes here, honestly. Maybe it does. I don't know. Like, it's... The problem with Ancient, chat, is that it's very hard to dry peek anything. That's, if you really think about it, that's the problem. Is that, like, the map is very utility dependent in a way that, honestly, few others are. It's really hard to take any, like, fair fight, quote unquote, without, like, you can't just run out mid on Ancient. You can't. Like, you can't do you can't do the Mirage A ramp thing of just like, fuck it, I have a good spawn. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I catch a timing here. Like, you just can't. It's too hard. Similarly, you can't really run up B ramp, right? Or run out A main. You just die every time. What's the arm sleeve called? It's just a Nike compression sleeve. I just use it because I play on a low sensitivity. It reduces friction on the mouse pad. Think same level. I feel like Ancient's harder. I feel like we can put them here, but I feel like Ancient's harder. I think this is a good place. I think this is a pretty solid place, actually. I like this. Okay, Dust 2. Dust 2 is... Oh, man. Dust 2. All right. I feel way more comfortable taking fights on Vertigo than Ancient due to less complex angles to clear visibility. Yeah, visibility is a huge factor. I will say that. I didn't mention that when I was talking about Ancient. There are I'm not going to reload the map now, but there are places on Ancient. The best example I can think of is, you know, when you peek out B main and there's some, you know, Temple, when you can see Temple from B main, there are these, like, candles that are lit in the background. And if a CT is standing, like, in between, it's actually, unless you have an op, it is actually impossible to fucking see the CT with the dark blue, with the default uniform. It's really hard, actually, to see them. And if you're clearing that with a fucking AK, good luck, man. It is, and that guy, especially if it's an opper, you're just ultra dead. You have to smoke it or flash it or bait the shot. It's just impossible. Yeah, you just can't see it. Because it's not even that you can't see the body, you just can't make out the head. You can't see, it's so fucked. I don't know why Valve put those candles, man. I'm really hoping that in CS2 that visibility is just completely fixed. What about Dust 2 one-ways? Honestly, I think in this day and age, there are actually fewer one-ways on Dust 2 than most other maps. Like Mirage, I feel, has way more one-ways than Dust 2. Vertigo feels like, at least, or at the very least, the one-ways are a lot more meta. Like, the one-ways are a lot more meta-defining. You know what I mean? I feel like Dust 2 is a map that has them. Every map has them in this day and age, but it's not as oppressive. It's not as crucial to the map. Suffice it to say, Dust 2 is a very easy map. The only thing that makes... There's two things I think that make Dust 2 a difficult map to play. One is that if you don't get A long as a T in the first 15 seconds, you'll never fucking get it again. You'll never get it again. Because the second that the CTs, like, they throw their flashes, they play anti, they cross, and they make it into this, they make it into pit, it just becomes so fucking difficult to try to actually gain long control ever again. And in that respect, it's a hard map because this little fucking doorway stands between you and all of this here, like all of these angles. And if you don't cross this little fucking threshold in the first like 15, 20 seconds, it just feels like you lose so many bodies trying to regain control of this. You got to clear this. You got to clear this dreadful fucking angle. You got to clear blue. You got to clear the fucking cubby over here. You got to clear pit. You got to clear car. You got to clear this close angle, which I really fucking hate. Like, it's just... Getting long control is just a fucking disaster. I still think they need to put something here. I still think there needs to be another way for the T's to get
long control. And I think that for CS2, especially because the pool is out of the comp pool right now, they have a great opportunity to actually rework the map just a little bit. It's obviously super iconic. I'm not suggesting they like overhaul fucking Dust 2. I wouldn't want them to. But I do think that there needs to be a little bit of work done on long. Because it just feels to me like it's just so hard, man. Someone offered Doc 100K for the knife he pulled and he declined. There's no way that's real. There's no fucking way that's real. Not just because that he declined, but there's no way that someone offered him 100 fucking K. Why would you offer him 100K for a 15K knife? Anyway, that's the first thing. The second thing is basically every aspect of playing CT on this map is difficult. The thing about this map is that it's very rare that you have like a rotate that is just your spawn and nothing else. Like there's nothing else you can do, right? Like everybody knows like, oh, I didn't buy. Everybody knows that feeling of just like they lean you towards A, you come towards A, and then they throw the fucking like my no clip is being buggy. Everyone knows that feeling of like they'll lean you A, right, and then they'll throw this smoke here, and then they'll cross, right? And as a CT, the feeling of standing in CT spawn when this is smoked and you're hearing them run up and you're gonna try to like flash your way through or get a teammate to whatever, it's really hard, man. It like rotating on this map is so difficult as a CT, and like the only time it ever felt actually CT sided was when the M4A1S was just like beyond fucking busted, and this map became an aimer's paradise for CT. But since then, it's felt really tough. The general rule on Dust 2 is that if you lose the bomb site as a CT, it's over. It doesn't really matter which bomb site it is. It's sort of over. Kind of like Inferno. Retaking B on Dust 2 is widely considered to be the hardest retake in all of Counter-Strike. And rightfully so, because if this is smoked, there's safe. Like, just save. Unless it's last round, unless you're in a 4v2, unless whatever, just save, man. It's so hard to try to actually retake this fucking bomb site. But Dust 2 is an easy map, right? It's just hard because the things that you'd think are straightforward are not straightforward. Like your instinct of holding long from here is bad. Like yes, there are one ways you can throw, obviously, right? You can even throw like cheeky one ways that don't really actually do anything. Like not do anything, but like you can throw one ways even that are sort of like not really well defined, right? And you can sort of just work them like this, and you can sort of like, you know, actually get opportunities to get picks, right? In ways that are not like, I don't know, I'm expressing this so poorly. You can throw off the cuff one ways that are not even real one ways. They're just one ways like, oh, I wonder what happens if I put a smoke right here and then just literally come here and work the angle like this, right? You can do that. You can come to this side, you can look underneath, hold the guy running up ramp like this, right? It's just, there's a lot, you can sort of wing it. But playing CT on this map is very, very, very difficult. And it's one of the only things that makes it very difficult. I think playing T on this map is pretty straightforward, as long as you get long control. In terms of where it ranks, it's hard to say. I think that, like, it's gotta be here, right? It's gotta be here. There's just no way it's not easier. Like, there are challenging aspects of it, but that's why it's not down here, right? Like, maybe here? Maybe it's the easiest? Is Dust 2 the easiest, guys? Is Dust 2 the easiest map in Counter-Strike? Is it easier than Anubis? There's like almost no utility, like now that I think about it, right? There's like no utility. Like you have to smoke CT cross, and that's literally it. That's literally it. I guess it is the easiest map in CS. Maybe this is the play, actually. Now that I think about it. It's very straightforward. It's very straightforward. Yeah. There's like no smokes on this map you have to know. The only smoke you really have to know is the B cross smoke. Like you have to sort of just know to smoke this from here as opposed to coming out and trying to like smoke it like this, right? Like as long as someone knows this smoke, you can actually basically do anything. Like the cat flash is easy. You can come out like this is it. The cross smokes you can throw off the cuff. Obviously, they're never going to be like perfectly great, right? People throw crossbows all the time that are like, you know, kind of scuffed and not very good. And the reality is you need 2. But like, I don't know. This seems pretty straightforward to me. Door smoke for cat too. Yeah, door smoke for cat. That's basically it. That's really it. Like, I don't think you really need to know anything else. You don't really need to, like, there's no B smokes that are super important. Like, I guess it's just the easiest map in CS. Yeah, all right. I don't know why I made that so complicated. I guess I just haven't played it in so long. All right. Fucking Mirage. Mirage is easy. Mirage is easy. But that's because it's the easy. It's very, very, very easy to learn. It's very easy to learn. It's hard to master, but it is very, very easy to learn. This map is like everyone knows how to play this stupid fucking map. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. It's you can pug it, you can work it, you can execute it, you can lurk it, you can play fast, play slow. It's like, in fact, actually, you can't really play slow unless you're playing at the absolute highest level of play. But I think Mirage is just well known at this point, not necessarily easy. Yeah, Mirage, the worse you get with time. Yeah, that's sort of it. It's kind of one of these maps that, like, the longer you play Counter-Strike, the harder it becomes, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it is one of those things where it's very straightforward to learn how to play, but when you start actually playing it at like a higher level, it starts to actually become hard all over again. The only thing, Mirage is the most underrated map in the game. I don't know why more people don't play it. Stop. Just stop, bro. I can't with you. It's, here's the thing about Mirage. That is the only thing about this map that does actually make it hard. One is taking B, which I just literally showed you these nades half an hour ago. Taking B is hard. Taking B is difficult. It's not straightforward, and the utility to take it is not necessarily widely known. But even when you have utility, there are certain positions on this map that no utility is ever really going to get you off of. That's sort of the problem that I have with this stupid fucking bomb site, right? There are places you can sit on this stupid bomb site that basically no utility can get you off of, and you can sort of just always destroy people. What's up, Dimitri? What's up, Sky? What's up, Xbox? Yeah, it's a very, taking this bomb site is very difficult, actually. It is, unless it's like late round. It's really hard. Then there's mid. The thing about mid that I really don't like, and I said this on Ancient just now, is that I don't like that if you try to basically be anywhere in, like, up and in and around middle, you are exposed to all 3 angles at once. This is what I hate about this fucking map. So, like, you smoke window, you smoke top connector, you smoke cat, or you smoke window and cat and you go con, right? The problem with Mirage is that it's easy to get out mid fast, but once you get out middle, and let's say like window smoked, right? Let's say top con is smoked, right? You're getting up. Let's say you get counter flash from cat, and like you die, and like let's say your teammate, you know, like trades you from down here, whatever. Something holds you up middle, and you have to stop. The second that these smokes fade, you are fucking dead. You are just absolutely fucking dead. You have to have this shit smoked. 2 of the 3 angles smoked at all times, it feels like. And I just hate that if I'm literally, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I do not like that I can literally see one bomb site and another bomb site from the same fucking angle. I know it's not quite, like I know you can plant over there, but like, I do think that on just some very basic level, this map needs a slight rejig. I don't think it's very fair that you can literally just be on this position here and like you can check the B apps, you can check if a guy made a market, you can also check here, you can check bench, you can check, like, you can literally just stand here and you can basically have a feeling for the entire fucking map. And if a guy is creeping up connector late round like this, right, and he checks, and he's got to check, he's got to check, and you make it here. One of the cheekiest things I do on cat all the time, it sounds super 5-head, but I do it all the time, is instead of holding cat like this, you literally come here and you crouch. And you literally just hold this. I guarantee you, bro, nobody ever actually clears up connector like this. They don't ever clear this because they have to watch swings from here and here, technically window, right? I guess underpass. There's just so much bullshit. I'm a longtime viewer. I love your Valorant vids, but Valorant is getting boring now for me. How do I have fun playing CS? Infinite has a great answer. Yeah, try community modes like Surf, Zombies. You know you can also try Infinite is you can try Retakes. There's a community mode called Retakes, which is basically it simulates post-plant scenarios. So like 5 CT spawn, 4 Ts, you guys all get rifles, and then it's just bomb is down, go, retake the bomb site. And then it usually ends in like, 13 seconds, right? Because either you kill them, they kill you, or it comes down to the clutch or whatever. But retakes are fun as hell, and they are a very good way to get you like better at Counter-Strike without just playing deathmatch all the time. Buy a Mag 7, pick banana, and alternate rushing banana and mid. Yeah. Pick Inferno, yeah. Yeah, retakes are phenomenal. Retakes are really, really fun. Anyway, I think this map is easy. I just think that it's like, it is surprisingly hard for people to learn how to actually master the map. I don't actually think it's as easy as people think it is. I just think that it's easier than other maps. I wouldn't even put it here. I would probably actually put it here. I think it's harder than Anubis. You disagree completely, eh? The problem with Mirage is there is not a lot of room for the Ts to do anything with. And what do I mean by that? If you go from here on out, you're making noise. From here, you're making noise. From here, you're exposed to 3 different angles, right? Here, my no clip is being weird today. Sorry, I'm using a different bind. I usually use this bind. From here is when you usually cut noise. You're making noise. The thing I don't like about this, here, you're making noise. Here, the guy in cat can hear you. The thing I don't like about this fucking map is that it's so hard to do things that genuinely take the CTs off guard, right? It's just a map where it's very easy to telegraph what the Ts are doing. And although I think it's one of the easier maps in CS, it is very hard to learn how to have a great T side on Mirage. A T side that is actually like gives 0 fucks. Because it turns out the best way to play this stupid fucking map is smoke window and then throw what's often called the rail smoke. So like as in rail here, like you smoke literally like a rail smoke, and you literally just send it. You get your teammate to flash overhead, send it up cat, and you're on fucking bomb site in literally like 8 seconds. That's basically the best way to play Mirage. Play fast, loose, and give 0 fucks. That's the best way to play Mirage. If you try to play Mirage almost any other way, it is hard. The only way that is different, obviously, at the pro level. At the pro level, they play Mirage very slowly sometimes, but that is a different kettle of fish, right? Because they're playing on a level of teamwork that like 1% of the Counter-Strike player base actually plays. Even high-level pugs, high elo face of pugs will not play that slowly. Yeah. Yeah, Mirage is just Prey. What would be the map that allows for that kind of stealth plays most easily? That's a good question. Probably Overpass. Probably. But it's hard to say. I actually think that Anubis is pretty good with those kinds of plays. I think they're pretty good with those kinds of plays. There's just so much room for the Ts to move in Anubis. There's so many like places and like that they can orchestrate their attack from, right? On Mirage, one of the biggest problems with Mirage is that if you decide you're leaning ramp or and you back off, if a CT makes it to top mid and a CT is just holding right here, they can hear you running through your own spawn. So they'll hear the rotate coming through here, and then the Ts will just, or the CTs will literally just call, and they'll say they're falling off, they're going B, right? And it just feels like it's so hard for the Ts to like do anything on this stupid fucking map. And then of course there's the one ways. Don't even get me fucking started about the one ways, bro, on this map. The one ways, I think that the one way fixes in CS2 is gonna do so much for this map, really. Yeah, all that said, I think that I think it's an easy map, but I don't think it goes any easier than this. I think it is. I think it goes right here. Overpass. I just realized this is Overpass. Overpass is a very, very hard map. It's a very hard map. Why is it such a hard map? Why is it it's such a hard map? Because the map is very, very CT-sided. Very CT-sided. CT-sided to the point that I think that right now, and I haven't checked the HLTV statistics in a while, but right now, I think it is the most CT-sided map in Counter-Strike, even more CT-sided than Nuke. I think it is the most CT-sided map in the game. It is extremely hard to play T-side on Overpass. It's for a variety of reasons. It's huge, so the T's have a lot of problems rotating if they don't have connector control, and it's also just that like the sites themselves are very, very conducive to CTs doing stupid shit that are just dumb, that should not happen, right? I think what actually the new CSU version is beautiful. Not sure if it'll fix the CT-sided issue though. So the thing I'll say, Bailey, is that I actually wish, like, this is a CS:GO map tier list because we haven't seen all the maps in CS2, so it wouldn't be fair to compare them. But I honestly, I still feel like it's not enough, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do more with Overpass. Yeah. Crazy how CTs can pass util over those bushes. I mean, that's cool. It's crazy, but it's cool. B-side is so hard to get in. I actually did a social video last week on some great, some absolutely excellent B utility you can throw to get control as a T. So be sure to check that out. Guys, I'm just plugging my socials left and right. Plugging my socials left and fucking right.
Come on, let's go.
All right, so the thing about this map that's really hard, I don't even need to tell you guys. Like, this map is very, very difficult to play on T side. It's very, very hard to play on T side. It's not just because like getting like running through anything on this stupid fucking map, you're just running into a meat grinder. If you run anywhere B site, anywhere towards B, you're running into a meat grinder. It's very, very, there's so many fucking annoying little like head angles and like spots the CTs can fucking sit and get picks. It's also easy to retake, as Sir pointed out. The best example that I can actually give of why this map is so fucking stupid for the CTs is actually not because, oh, you know, like the heaven rotate, or like the graffiti cubby, like, you know, you can just throw toxic flashes here and you can just like wait for them to fucking pull in and shoot them in the face and you're perfectly safe here. Like, it's actually not even that. The thing that pisses me off the most about this stupid fucking map, bro, is this. It is crazy to me. It is crazy to me that you can sit jail, and this happens in the pro level all the time in pro games. There's 18 seconds left in the round, they have to go B, it's a monster pop, and then there's just some motherfucker sitting jail and literally just playing anti, and then pop, dead. Oh look, he got a 4K. Oh my god, he got a 4K. I hate this. I hate this shit. It pisses the hell out of me, bro. This map, if I see another player get a fucking 4K from jail, I'm just gonna lose it. This angle should be cut right up to here. You should not be able to tuck like this. I honestly don't think it's fair. It's too much. Smoking monster and sitting jail is the easiest thing ever. I know, people think they're like, that's like face it level 6. No, bro. The number of pro players who literally just fucking sit here and play anti and then pop and then just spin and kill people is... and the worst part is you can have a toxic player. Like, you can have the toxic player like this, or you can actually have a guy playing on this absolutely lethal position right here, right? Which people have a bunch of different callouts for. And, like, you can just play like this, and then if your jail player somehow actually fucking dies, you can literally just come out like this, right? I think this map is fine. I actually don't... I used to hate it more than I do now. It's kind of growing on me. But it's very, 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 very hard to play T-side on this map. You need connector control as a T. You do not need connector control as a CT, which is one of the things that makes it very difficult for players to, like for the T side, right? The Ts have to at some point get some form of connector control, unless they're going for like a hard monster pop, or they're going for like a hard, you know, long rush, or they're going to smoke top connector and just go up sands or something. You need connector control. And it's very, very, very hard to fight for something that is very hard to take, that it feels like the CTs don't even need control of, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? The only thing, in my opinion, that makes this map not the hardest is that the CT side is so fucking easy. It is so easy to play CT on this map that I think it cannot be, it can't be up here. It's only T side. Only T side is really hard to play. CT side is like in your sleep. It's actually boring. It's honestly boring. Like, I'm never having less fun on Overpass than when I'm on T side and I'm losing. And I will tell you, Chad, I think this carries all the way to the highest level of play. There are a lot of pro players who really hate Overpass. A lot of pro players who are like, oh, they got to take it out. It's so stale. It's so boring. Like, please refresh the map. It's even more stale than Mirage. Like, please just take it out. Like, yeah. It's not just a low elo thing. It's really, really hard to play this map at basically every level. It's very, very difficult. Yeah. Next up, Inferno. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this absolute dog shit fucking map. Let's talk about this shit. Because I have some thoughts about Inferno, my friend. I will tell you right now. I have some thoughts about Inferno. What's up, Glenn? I've been following the new Liquid. What are your thoughts on them so far? I have been following them. I was watching their match today. I think they look good. I think NAF looks really good. I think NAF is really able to shine, considering like what's changed now in terms of the hierarchy of like the superstars. I think it's really good for him. I don't think they look as good as old Liquid yet, but I think that's sort of to be expected on some level, right? I actually think the old roster looked better, but you know, we need some time. We need some time for the European roster to actually gel. All right, so Inferno. Okay, so here's the thing about Inferno. It's sort of become vogue these days to talk about how T-sided Inferno is. Which I think at the pro level bears out. It is very easy once you take a bomb site on T-side Inferno to keep the bomb site, right? So taking a site is not necessarily super easy. It's pretty easy, but it's not super easy. But once you have the bomb site, it is just impossible for the CTs to retake. The thing about Inferno that I really don't like is that even though I think the map is actually a hair T-sided these days, the thing I've never liked about this map is that it is very, very, very brain dead for the CTs. What do I mean by that? It's very linear. So if you are a B player on Inferno and you're right, you spawn, you come B, let's say you throw a Furia smoke, or you throw a Furia flash, or right, like, you know, whatever, right? Like you do a short frag, like, etc. You know what I mean? Like you have shit that you got your defaults. You have one job and one job only. Hold banana. That's it. That's all you have to do. You just have to fucking hold banana. And if you decide you're going to fight for banana, then you can fight for banana. If you decide, which is pretty easy, if you decide that you're going to hold the bomb site, there are literally 75 and a half fucking rat angles that you can sit on and absolutely kill everybody. If you have an op, right, and you decide, I'm literally just going to fucking sit here and I'm just going to wait, and the second that some motherfucker rounds this corner, I'm just going to shoot him. I'm just going to kill him. You're safe. You're safe, right? The most they can do is smoke you off right here. That's the most they can do. And flash you. That's it, right? You're not going to get walked up on from behind. I'm obviously... like, yes, people go arches, but I'm saying, like, let's assume your team has not lost CT control, right? You're not going to get, like, the CTs can freely move between the bomb sites and hold angles and hold 50-50s, right? Like, this 50-50 right here is one of the worst things in Inferno. It's brutal, right? The guy can be under porch. The guy can also be cubby here. The guy can be on this op on angle right here, right? The thing is, the problem is the T's only have one option to enter the site, unlike other maps. Exactly. The thing I hate about Inferno the most is that it's so five-head. It's so brain dead. Like, it's just so, like, it's just, you have, the CTs literally just sit and they just hold angles from one place. And if you're here, you're holding this angle. And if you're over here, you're holding this angle. And if you're 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 over here, you're holding this fucking angle. And the same thing on A site. If you're over here, angle, 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 angle. Oh, another angle that's impossible to, like, that's not impossible, but very difficult to execute an apps pop properly, right? A Halls pop. It's very difficult to try to get out here. You can throw the one-way smoke, the lurk smoke here, and try to, like, fucking jump out and hope to God you don't get popped, right? Like, it's just... the thing is, there's one way to play the map, and that's basically this either very, very fast, extremely balls to the wall fast, or very, very, like, Kerrigan, triple fake, double fake, oh, they're going A, they're actually going B, oh, they're actually going A, oh, they're actually going B, style of Counter-Strike. And it's just, in my opinion, I don't like how easy it is for the CTs to feel like they are in control on this map. I don't like it. I've said it 100 times, and I'll probably say it 100 fucking more times before this rework comes out. This right here, this is the bane of Inferno. This is the problem with Inferno. This right here. Every T, basically every T, has to make their way up these stairs at some point in the first, like, 15 seconds of the round. Can you go alt mid? Yes. Does it achieve really anything at all? Only if you're the lurker, really. Only if you're sort of like the guy who's gonna lurk, like if you're Rops and you're gonna fucking lurk halls, right? Like, and you know what I mean? You're gonna get some control. You're gonna do the little cute thing he does where he hops up on here and he holds from the angle right there and he holds this doorway, right? Like, and that assumes the CTs are actually gonna fucking peek this doorway because they really have no reason to peek this doorway at all, right? It's just, it's very, very easy for the CTs to just plant their asses anywhere on these fucking bomb sites and just wait for you to come. They don't have to watch multiple angles. Not really. Like, obviously the pit player can literally just fucking, like, I'm not counting halls here because, like, it's, you can literally just this. Like, this is the most work you actually have to do, right? And if you have a guy under porch and you have a guy on arches, then you can literally just hold this. You don't even need to watch anything else. I hate that. I hate that there's just nowhere else. There's just nowhere else for the T's to go. That's what I hate the most. It's a linear map that is very, very easy to wrap your head around. And I know that it is a little bit T-sided these days. I respect that. But the problem is, I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it really changes the fact that all the CTs have to do to hold this stupid fucking map is just sit on a site and just wait. That's it. You just sit on a site and you just wait. That's it. Only relevant contentious space is arch. Pretty much. That's it. Banana. Yes, banana. But, like, you can definitely smoke off arches, or rather you can smoke off porch, and then you can try to, like, molly. I'm sorry, I'm using a new no clip on. You can molly off the cubby here, and you can try to get the opper off this angle, but then the opper's literally just going to fall back to here. He's going to fall to here. He's going to fall to here. He's going to even just this angle right here is really powerful, right? And then you can also get eyes on both the halls pop and short. He's also not visible to either of those angles when he sits here like this, which, again, that's my problem with Inferno, is that anywhere that you hold anything, you're not visible to anything else. This, you can only be shot from here. Yes, they can boost, but you can only be shot from here. If you go CT, you can't be shot from behind. You can't be shot from the side. Coffin, brother, you're in Fort Knox over here. Yeah, they smoked you off. Great. Okay, great. I'm just going to flash off. I'm going to molly the plant. I'm going to spam bullets through. There's so many spots to fall back to, as Crust said. The map, in my opinion, is very, very, very easy. It's just a very easy map, even if it is a little T-sided. And T-side is not, you know, ultra easy. It is a little difficult. You definitely have to know some fucking utility. But I think this map is just, it's just so linear, and it's just so five-head, and it's just so shitty. And I look, it's no secret that I fucking hate Inferno. But it's here. It's here. I do think I do think it's easier than Anubis. I do. I think it's easier than Anubis. I think that Anubis, you have to have some... You get a little bit less freedom on T side. You think that Anubis is... You think it's hard, or you think it's harder than Anubis? I actually am okay with doing this. I'm actually okay with doing this. I think that it's a little bit easier for the T's to play Anubis. Yeah, I agree with you that utility is more important on Inferno. You think Anubis is harder? Is that just because, honest question, Glenn, honest question, is that just because you haven't played it as much? Like, you're still learning the map? Because obviously Inferno is a shit ton older than Anubis. People have been playing it for 2 decades. I think it should be on hard because as T, at least for low ranks, it's very, very hard to play. I agree. I think it's hard to play as T. But I think that it's so easy to play as CT that... It's very straightforward both sides, says Glenn. And that's true. I will say that. Utility is extremely important on Inferno, but it's still very, very, very straightforward. It's a very, very, very straightforward map. It is. Inferno is just hell to retake. I'd give it the edge of being harder than Anubis, in my opinion. I think it's harder than Anubis. And I think one of the things that makes Anubis so great is that it's a very easy map to learn. It becomes a completely different map on pro play. I actually don't know if I feel that way. I think Mirage becomes a completely different map on pro play. I don't know if I feel that way about Inferno, to be honest. The map is just so one-dimensional, man. It is. It's just so, like, you know? They obviously played at a way higher level, but they still sort of just do the same shit. You know what I mean? There's only so many things you can do on that map. Like, whereas on Mirage, I really do think that it's a whole different map. The thing that impresses me the most about... about pro play on Mirage is they find a way to play it slowly and have that payoff, which I actually think is really hard to do. Mirage is a map that is best played fast on T side. It's best played fast. That's when you get the best results consistently. The fact that pros are so good at playing it slow is what's actually very impressive to me. You think Inferno is definitely harder than Mirage? How does this look? Sorry, it won't move. This. How does this look? I think Inferno is harder than Mirage. I think that it is harder than Mirage. It's very close, but I think that it's harder than Mirage. You think Mirage is harder? It's so funny, eh? It's so close. People debate this all the time. I personally think that Inferno... I think Inferno might just be a little harder, but I don't know, man. Now I'm fucking flipping back and forth. CT is just so fucking easy on Inferno. It's so easy. And CT's only easy on Mirage if you actually know your one-ways. Like, if you know your cheese, it's really easy. But it's not easy otherwise. I think it's this. I think this is the tech. I actually think this is the tech. I think Inferno's a hair easier, bro. This is the thing about Inferno, is that it's just so... It's so one-dimensional. That's my issue with Inferno. All the shit I talk about it, the real thing I hate about it is that there's no room for skill expression, it feels like. There's no room for, like, I want to play this map this way, or I shouldn't say there's no room, because there are some very intelligent people who play Counter-Strike who found some really intelligent ways to play it, but it's way harder. It is hard to play the map, though, Glenn. It is. Because the thing is, man, is, like, playing T-side... on Inferno is not actually that easy. It's straightforward, but it's not easy. Like, it's still hard to execute on. But the reason it edges out Mirage is because what you have to achieve as the T is a lot easier than what you have to achieve on the T on Mirage. Like the thing on Inferno of just take banana control and then this smoke, flash, molly, take site, right? Like it's very one-dimensional. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hate this map, chat. Don't get me wrong. This map is far and above the worst map in Counter-Strike. Don't get me wrong. It's a dog shit fucking map. But I do think that it is slightly easier than Mirage. Mirage requires, I feel, just a little bit more understanding of how to be dynamic. I think Anubis is majorly underrated. I think Anubis is probably the best map in Counter-Strike. It's the only one that compares is our next map, which is Nuke. So let's talk about Nuke, chat. Is Nuke the hardest map in CS? Is it the hardest map in CS? Yes. Nuke is the GOAT. Nuke is the GOAT. The only reason I'm not going to sit here and say that Anubis is better than Nuke is because it does feel a little bit disrespectful to say that a map that's been around for a year, or I guess 3 years, because it technically was made in like 2020 or 2019 or whatever. But it does feel a little bit sort of disrespectful to say that it's better. It's already better than Nuke. I don't think it is. I think Nuke is still the GOAT, but I do think that Anubis is an incredibly good map. So the thing about a Nuke is this, right? This map is hard. It's famously really hard. Why is it so hard? It's hard for actually one simple reason, which is the bomb sites themselves are very hard to take. There are obviously no shortage of places the CTs can sit and basically make your life a living fucking hell anytime you try to take a bomb site on this map. Like, there's just no question, right? It is very hard. And to get people off of these positions, like off of Mustang or I'm just fucking all over the place here. To get people off of these positions, you have to know some pretty nifty fucking utility that let's see, break the glass. Getting people off positions is not necessarily straightforward, right? And I shouldn't have walked. I think that is where all of the confusion of Nuke comes from. Honestly, like if you walk into A site, there's so many places that you can die from. Similarly, bro, what is down here? What the fuck? Chat, what is going on? Can I walk on this? Holy shit, I can walk on this. What the fuck is this? Bro. That's the 3D skybox? Bomb site C? Is this... Yo, are we in CS2, chat? Did we make it into CS2? Holy shit. Wait, how do I get back to... Oh, alright. There we go. Yeah. Alright, we're back in Nuke. Alright, we're back in Nuke, bro. Now we're underwater. Bro, there's actual water physics here. Has anyone else ever tried this? What the fuck is... Like, I'm literally in like a Half-Life level right now. I'm actually swimming. What the fuck? Bro, 100% a flying turkey's about to fucking shoot out at me. This is actually goated. What the fuck, bro? Yo, imagine, like, you plant the bomb right here, and you're just literally a CT underneath here, just being like, help! Help! I can't defuse! This is so crazy. Dimitri about to get vac banned? Yo, shit. Gaben's on my shit, dude. He's on my tech. That's crazy. Alright, well, that's a little exploration done. You can die there if you disable no clip. That's actually sick. That's goated. Alright, yeah, so back to the, yeah. Back to the fucking... The thing about this map that is very difficult is that the bomb sites themselves are very hard to take, right? So, like, you walk through here, this is a very hard position to get an opera off of. This is a hard position to get dark. Obviously, control is really hard to get people off of. Why am I saying all this? Because the thing about Nuke that makes it so difficult is that there's just so many fucking places that the CTs can absolutely fucking like roast you from, right? Like even just bullshit like this. There's so many places. So as a T, it's very, very, very inevitable that you're going to get gunned down in certain rounds, because if you try to eco and just go through a squeaky pop, you're just going to get fucked. Like, you just will, right? Like, it's just so hard. The thing that's really cool about Nuke is that with the right utility, the Ts can actually create a lot of space for themselves, right? So what you want to do on this map is you want to move the CTs around. That's the goal, right? You want to basically get some outside control, throw your cross smokes, even if you just throw one here and flash off red, and then you make it red, and then like, okay, let's go down secret. Let's go down secret. Oh, but are we really going down secret? Maybe we're coming back up. Maybe we're going to go down secret, and then we're going to quietly work our way into garage, right? And then we're going to make it, and then, oh, look, and then there's an opera over on fucking Zywoo, and I'm going to one-tap him, and then, oh, now I have a, like, there's so much depth to how the Ts can play this map. And that is what is so brilliant about the map design. It is very, very CT-sided, but only if the CTs know what they're doing. And that's the beauty of Nuke. That's the beauty of it. It's not, what I hate about Inferno is that it is like, or like Overpass. Overpass is CT-sided, even if the CTs don't really know what they're doing. Like, the CTs can sort of just exist on the map with ops and rifles and kill you. But on this map, it's very, very, very hard to be a CT and actually achieve something if the Ts know what they're doing. And at the highest level of play, there are honestly even people out there who think that this map is T-sided. They actually think Nuke is a T-sided map, if the team is actually just that much better. This map is very, very deep. It's a very, very deep map, and it is very hard to play, both as a T and as a CT. And I think that 100% is what puts it in the top category. It just has to. It just has to. Because even the CTs have a very difficult time playing this map. It's not super straightforward, right? Like, I'm an outside player, for instance, so like playing outside is like playing ramp is like pretty fucking straightforward. You just have to not die. That's literally it. Playing inner is like relatively easy because you just have to sit your fucking ass up on this stupid thing and then just sit within fucking, like my boy Ratty, just sit like this and just wait for the fuckers to come. And it's pretty good because as long as you don't lose mini control, you can literally just sit here and do this and you'll be absolutely fine. Because even if they molly you off, you can sort of just drop down and, you know, mow people. Outside is hard. Playing outside on this map is really, really, really hard. Knowing when to push up and tuck here, make it to Africa, make it to secret, play big, sit back big like this and hold this angle, play Zywoo with an op over here, right? Like, it's a very, very deep map that has a lot of there's a lot that's up in the air in any given round, right? And understanding how to rotate as a CT is really, really, really important. It's really important. The only reason, Gromit, I think that Overpass is not harder is because CT is so easy. That's the only reason. I think T-side Overpass is harder than T-side Nuke, but I think that CT Overpass is so fucking brain dead. The most brain dead in Counter-Strike, 100%. I would say even more brain dead than Inferno. That it just, in my opinion, it knocks it down one. I think that it has to be hardest, and then I think that harder is, yeah. It's got to be this way. I think Nuke has to take the cake as the hardest map. I love Nuke, but play MM is because people just die lobby the whole game. Well, the problem, honestly, Glenn, with playing Nuke and MM is, and I suffer from this too, like, honestly, is that none of my fucking smokes work, dog. Like, I can't play this map in MM because I don't know none of my smokes to take outside control work, so I inevitably just run up ladder, make it on Twinkie, try to drop mini, kill a guy red, kill a guy credit, get smoked by a guy's secret, and then whatever, like, and then I go on Twitter. Like, that's pretty much... Unfortunately, this map is very, very, very hard to play in matchmaking because the smokes... I don't know any of the 64-tick utility. And I don't think most people do.
So yeah. Where's Tuscan? We got a couple left. I don't know if we're going to go through all of these. Okay, we're not going to do Canals. We're not going to do Old Cache. We're not going to do Aztec. We're not going to do... Is this Tuscan or Old Inferno? I feel like it's Old Inferno. I can't tell, though, from just this picture. That's Old Cobble. Right? That's not New Cobble. That's Old Cobble. No, is that? That's Old Cobble, yeah. This is Italy? Okay. Interesting. That's so weird. They do Old Cache, New Cache, but they don't do Old Inferno, New Inferno. That's odd. You think it's Italy? Oh, well, I'm not going to do Italy. That's... Who cares? No, I think we just keep it to active duty. I feel like that's the play. Just keep it to active duty. Train is a hard map. Train is a hard map, but honestly, like, it feels sort of weird and silly to like rank it now because this map has not been in pro play in the current like meta of like super high level utility pro play in a long time, right? It just sort of feels like it's just it's literally outdated. I don't think it's worth sort of equating whether it's hard or not hard now in this day and age. We'll wait for the rework and then we'll see. 2020. Yeah. Excuse me. It was dropped in 2020 Infinite. Train is contender for hardest. It's so damn hard. Train is really fucking hard. Train is really fucking hard. It's a hard map. Train is probably the only map that is like, I feel like even the pros were just like, please, for the love of God, take this fucking map out of the pool. It's... Every pro team sort of like almost every pro team famously hated this map. It was just so hard to play. Wasn't it Navi? Or was it? It was Navi, right? It was Navi's permaban, if memory serves. Only Navi would pick it. Excuse me, that's what it was. Yeah, Infinite. It was only they would pick it. Liquid, I remember, had it as a permaban. I remember that. I remember they brought in Vertigo. And they learned Vertigo, and they were like, fuck it, we'll play Vertigo. But they were not playing, they hated fucking Train. Hated Train. Train is hard, man. Train's really hard. It's also way too CT-sided. I'm not going to rank it. I know I'm just talking about it now, but I'm not going to rank it. I mean, look, it's going to be somewhere in and around. Probably here. Probably a little harder than Overpass. Yeah. Probably this. Maybe this, but it's like, yeah. I think it's harder than Overpass. I don't think it's harder than Nuke. Because, again, CT on this map was pretty brain dead. It was very hard to play T-side on Train. Very hard. Yeah. It's definitely top 3. It's somewhere here. Yeah, I agree. It's somewhere here. Somewhere here. Anyway, chat. That is the ranking. That is the list. I think, for what it's worth, because we have one left, I think that... Where do you think Cache goes? It's an interesting one. Cache is pretty easy. The only thing I said about Cache before, which I do think holds true, is that it always feels like it should be easier to pug than it is, if that makes sense. Like, it always feels like it should be an aim map, like a pug map, but then when you try to play it like an aim map, sometimes you just get smoked. And you're just like, all right, fuck, we got to actually do some real executes here. Like, we got to actually, like, you know, take mid control, then we hold, and then we leverage a main push, and then we try to catch the rotate. Like, it's just, like, actually always felt really like it should just be like Vertigo or Cobblestone. Like, it should just be like a fucking, fuck it, just go. But it really doesn't feel like you can play it like that on T-side. I agree that it's, like, somewhere here. I'm just saying I don't know if it's, like, here. I don't think it is. This map is actually not that easy. It always felt like it should be easier. Similar to Anubis and Dust 2. Harder than Dust 2, but maybe... Or sorry, easier than Dust 2. I can't fucking think of it. Harder than Dust 2, but easier than Anubis maybe. Or maybe actually like this.
Maybe this is a good place for it, actually. Because I do feel like Anubis may be a little easier. It's a little bit easier for the T's, I feel, to work angles on Anubis than it is than to work angles on Cash. It's deceptively difficult, bro, to work angles on Cash. That's the thing. I'm also talking about new Cash, to be clear. I am talking about new Cash. I know that old Cash is the GOAT, but I'm talking new Cash because old Cash doesn't exist anymore. New Cash can be hard with like fucking NBK and Shroud and right, like there's just so many places where it's actually really hard to like work fair fights and have a clean execute, you know? Curious how Vertigo ended up on just hard, to be honest. Gonna have to rewind to that. Do you think Vertigo's harder than that? I don't think Vertigo's harder than that. You never played the OG Cash? I actually like new Cash, and I feel like that's sort of a hot take, but I actually like it. Yeah, I agree with you on the color thing, Phoenix. The only thing I don't like about new Cash is that it's just a little bit hard to see, but I don't think that it's a worse map, measurably, at all. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, let's play, chat. Let's play, dog. What do we got here? Do a little warm up. Oh, the GOAT. Ancient retakes. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Inferno! I clicked into Ancient, you fuckers. God damn it, bro. God damn it. I feel like I might have the most balanced map pool ever right now. Oh, I agree, Sneak Champ. Take this dog shit fucking map out of the pool and take, give us that Mirage rework. And then, why am I alone? The CT's all left, chat. Retaking on this map is so difficult that the CT's literally left. The creator confirmed on Twitter it's a full remake map, so same tier as Inferno was Overpass. Which map, Phoenix? Are you talking about Cash? Is there anyone else in the server? Chat, just to be clear, when I joined this, when I joined this server, there were people in it. There was like 7 people in it, I swear to God. Alright. I guess we'll do this. I'd rather do Mirage. Cash, yeah? Okay. I'm psyched. I'm psyched for a new Cash. I love that map. I miss it a lot. I really miss it. Oh, I thought he was fucking bench, bro. The opera. Oh, he was bench. Oh, that guy was. Oh, okay. Hold on. Apparently, the goal is to bring the feeling of old active booty maps, which would be so sick. The old active maps. Yeah, I mean, I liked old Cash a lot. I didn't hate new Cash. I feel like a lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it. There are things about it I would have changed, but I feel like it never really got a chance. You know what I mean? Like they literally never put it in pro play, bro. Come on, push it, push it, push it. Ah, that's right. If you're gonna rat, I'll rat even harder, bro. Oh. Love that for me. Love that for me. What are the chances this works, bro? Yeah, I would honestly really love. I would really love them to really lean into the cash. Like they should honestly put it like right back into the pool too. Like they should do what they did with Ancient and Anubis and basically just like do a zero fucks given like sort of like let's just like it'll be ready. Valve will have it on standby and basically just be like fuck it, we're gonna put it in right away. I whiffed. The problem is I don't think they're ever. I don't know what they take out. Like I know they're gonna fucking do the stupid thing where they take out fucking Vertigo, and I'm gonna be so sad, bro. Instead of taking out Inferno, because they're gonna do their stupid Inferno rework. Although I don't know, man. Maybe I won't hate Inferno as much with the rework. That's also a distinct possibility, right? Oh. 78 and 2, chat. Tell me bench doesn't balance this. Did you see CS2 Vertigo? It actually looks too bright. I kind of agree. I actually think it looks like white, like too white. It's just like blinding, bro. Tuscan will be added? Oh, please no. Hey, look, the current Tuscan in CS:GO is I'm sorry, man, but I cannot abide that. Like, nothing against, like, the map. Nothing against the map, per se. But this current version they have of it really does just feel like it's... Oh, Jesus, this one's close. Tuscan is too big and B-side is hard. B-side is a fucking nightmare. Let's just be honest. Let's actually just be honest, bro. It's a fucking nightmare. Oh, okay. Really thought he couldn't be there since we were supposed to have eyeballs on that, but sure. Yeah, Tuscan, I don't like ever being that guy who just shits on new maps. But I really felt like Tuscan was just, like, a disaster. It was just not enjoyable at all, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Again, eyeballs. I love the version of Tuscan 1.6. I forget what it was called, but it seems smaller than now. Bro, the 1.6 one was actually so goated. I really liked Tuscan 1.6. It was a fucking meme map, but it was so good. Because the standards of what constituted a comp map in 1.6, I feel were different. But, you know what I mean? I was gonna say they'd never expect 2 ramp, but I guess this guy expects everything. I guess he's just a knower. The USP Ace is legendary? Oh, absolutely, it's legendary. Hello, Fred Dog Water. How you doing, big guy? Am I rooting for in Cologne? I mean, Liquid, man. Obviously, I'm rooting for fucking Liquid. Oh, you should probably just swing something, my dude. I hate people who play retakes like that. Drives me crazy. Navi's gonna win Cologne? I mean, honestly, man, it would be sick. I would love that for Alexi, right? Like, I really do feel as if... that guy deserves a shot. You know what I mean? He deserves to not fucking... be sort of, like, hated on as much. I don't think this guy ever really got a chance, and it sort of feels unfair to me that he's been as counted out as he has been. Stop ratting, dude. This kid's always in a fucking corner somewhere.
Get back!
Why does it start the stream at the beginning and not live? That's a YouTube question, man. Honestly, I have no idea.
We're going out.
What do you think about Navi? I think that they're... Hold on. I like Vertigo retakes. Ancient's fun, too. Ancient's fun. I don't know what to think about. This guy is literally just always in a fucking corner, bro. It's so crazy. Like, dude, just fucking swing something, my guy. Jesus Christ. He's sitting on top of the fucking freezer shelf in retakes. Christ. When Zao gets my op again? I don't know. I guess whenever I CS2 major, maybe I'll ask him to use it again.
Deploying flashbang.
You're good? I'm glad to hear that, brother. Yeah, I think Navi's, I think Alexi, honestly, is a lot better of an IGL than people make it out to be. I really think the guy has just been dealt some really, really bad hands on the team. Honest to God. Like, and I think him getting a chance on Navi is really cool. I really love that for him. I have no idea if it's going to work out, but I like the move. Like, I think for him, it honestly is like... I was really just starting to get excited about him on Nip, you know? Him and Headtrick running their cool shit together, and... No way he's not in this corner, right? Bro, this is a fucking face in there, bro. They're so afraid of us. Jesus Christ. He was switched too quickly and didn't get time to lay down his mark. I know, and I really felt like for Headtrick it was tough. Like, I really felt like Headtrick was jiving really well with him, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was one of those things where he... It sort of, like, screwed him up in a sense, you know what I mean? Like, it,
Throwing fire. Smoke.
Oh, it bounced badly. Oh, dude. I do wish that kid would swing something at some point. I just hate people who play retakes like that. It's so fucking annoying. What do you think about JL and Imma? I think Imma had literally a Smurf grade performance at the major. Like, I actually think that guy was fucking had assisted fucking third-party software on his fucking computer that entire major, man. That dude was absolutely... I am not playing this in retakes. That dude was absolutely, like, mowing people down at the fucking major. That said, it was one tournament, and I do not know, like, whether that will actually continue. I don't know what his, you know, what his floor is. I think we've seen what his ceiling is, but I don't know what his skill floor is. I feel like it's really easy to look at a player who's had one insane tournament and be like, oh, like, he's hot, he's an up-and-comer, we should totally sign him, right? But it's not necessarily obvious if that's gonna, you know, persist, right? Woo! Nicely done, brother. Rip indeed. JL, I think he also played really well at the major. I haven't really had a chance to actually, like, watch him play enough to really say what I think, or I should say, like, shape what I think. What would be your dream team members? I think Zywoo, Naf. IGL is hard. Oh, bro, that was so cool, too. Yeah! That was nice. Zywoo as the Opper, Naf as your
Motherfucker.
anchor, lurker, secondary Opper, like literally everything that Naf does, right? Like the motherfucker can literally do everything.
Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang.
IGL is hard. I'm trying to think because the IGL is gonna shape the other two. Maybe Cadian. I don't know. The problem is I wouldn't like. He wouldn't be able to. I mean, fuck it. No, you know what? Fuck it. Cadian's on the off, IGLing. Put Zywoo on the rifle. That's what he wants anyway. Dead ass. That's what he wants anyway. And then Rops, maybe? Or Twists. Maybe Twists as a support player. Let's say that.
I'm laying down some smoke.
Let's say that.
Throwing flashbang.
Oh, that was not what I wanted. Oh, they're both here, right? No! 360'd me, bro! Oh, no! Oh, no. The simple retire? I don't believe so. Oh, God. He's so good. Oh, fuck. I thought he was going to swing back to white. I'm stupid. If I tell you if you ever see Zywoo as a rifle, then you know his career is coming to an end. Oh, I don't agree. Shameless. He is insane on the op, and it's why he's on the op. But it's not because of that, man. The reason he's on the op is because the op is just itself is just too fucking good. Okay, this guy's just as equally psychotic as I am. It's just because the op itself is too good. You can't. You're sort of just trolling if you don't take simple Zywoo, right, and put them on the op. I think there is a universe where Zywoo goes on the rifle, but only if you get. Or sorry, yeah, there is a universe where Zywoo goes on the rifle, but only if you get an Opper the likes of which could replace him, right? Woo! He's just so talented, bro. Gotta be side halls, right? Or he pushed up elevator? Oh my god, I'm just so fucking good, dude. Hello, Mr. Dimitri. What's up, Keo? Oh, my smoke fucked up. What was the squad? Naf, Zywoo, Twists, Cadian, Naf, Zywoo, Twists, Cadian, and who the hell did I put this other one in chat? Hold on, I gotta kill this guy. Oh, I thought that was the I thought that was the head. No. Why do I play 69? It just feels better. I've never liked native. Or I've never liked 4-3, I should say. I like native. Oh, come on. That was a one tap. We all know it was a one tap. Oh, man. Chat, you gotta remind me. I said 5. Zywoo on the op. Twists on support. Sorry. Cadian IGLing on the op, Twists on support, Zywoo on rifle, right? Naf, and then who the fuck was the other? Did we never say a fifth? Maybe Axile or K Serato? Oh! One tap, one tap! Oh my god, bro, why does he just fucking swing out? thank you so much, Ducky Bread. I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you for hopping in. What do you think about Navi, new Navi and Alexa BIGL? I said just before. Oh god, Jesus Christ. I really like it. I think giving him that shot is really cool. I really do think that he's been dealt a bad hand, bro. I don't think that he has been given any like real runway to actually try to run a fucking team. You know what I mean? Like. I'm lucky. Any new info or leaks for CS2? No idea, my dude. All-time top 5 oppers: Kenny S, Guardian, Simple, Zywoo, and... It's easy to say Fallen, and don't get me wrong. As a player, I think he definitely like gets there. It's more just that as an opper, I don't know if. I don't know if as a player, or sorry, as an opper. That's why. Oh, device. What am I saying? Of course, thank you. Yeah, device. Of course, device. Yeah. Kenny S, Guardian, Simple, Zywoo, device. Top 5 oppers of all time. Oh man, you gotta win those, my dude. What do you think about Navi's performance in Blast? I think that they are... I think it's really hard to judge them up until, like, up to this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where... they are still such a new team that it's very difficult to take any success or, like, failure at this point. That guy just got timing so hard. Dude, that poor fucking bastard just got timinged into oblivion, bro. One tap! What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was that? Holy shit! Oh my god.
Okay, dude.
Bro, retakes are sick, man. Don't ever tell me retakes are not better than actual CS. So much fucking better. Do I ever hop on Val? I used to play Val sort of seriously when it came out. And then I just realized that I really was not enjoying myself playing the game. And so I stopped. Play with viewers? We can play with viewers. Let me, I've done it before. Let me see if I can actually grab a fresh link. 100% chat, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get absolutely ping fucked by the lot of you. So where's it? Okay, let's say. Am I from Russia? No, I am from Canada, good sir. No, I'm from Canada, not USA. Rank? I'm usually global. Kind of trolling right now, so I'm down in fucking LEM or something. Put me in, coach. Let me, hold on, chat. Use server info. Here. Type this into your console chat. And we can play. Let me just make sure this works. What do you think of Liquid? I think Liquid look worse than their previous version, but I think that's to be expected. I think that they're here for the long game. They're not here for like immediate results, if that makes sense. They look okay. They look okay. It's just that I actually think the older, I think like NA Liquid actually looked better than this Liquid. It's more just that again, they're here for the long haul. They're not here for right now. I just posted it. Type that into your console chat. Type connect with that into your console. and we can hop into the server together. Best young talent? I don't disagree. Yeah, I don't disagree, Jacob. It's more just that I think that, like, as a team, they have to gel, obviously. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There wasn't really anything wrong with the previous Liquid roster. It was just not sustainable for them to stay in North America. If that makes sense. Right? Like, it wasn't that there was actually anything wrong with the team. They finished top 8 at the fucking major. They were a great team. They just, long term, I don't think they wanted to stay in NA, right? And they realized that, like, something was gonna have to change. You gotta hop in soon, chat, or I'm gonna go back to actual retakes. You guys know you know how to do it, right? Type in connect like this in your console. Thank you. There we go. Dude, I forgot I have this deagle equipped, man. Why is it not going? There we go, 2v2.
I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing fire.
Woo! Do you have a deagle? I don't want to switch back to a real pistol because if I do, then I don't get to use it for the, what's it called? For the actual gun rounds. Oh, I was just a hair over, bro. Unlucky. On Cobble Actual Duty? Did you enable it, Jacob? If you go into your settings, you have to enable your console, and then you can, that way you can activate it. Yeah, you have to go to your settings and enable it. I think it's like here. Game. Yeah, enabled console. Yeah. What's my rank? I'm usually global, but I'm sort of in like LEM right now or something. Trolling a little bit. We do a little bit of trolling. I'm really glad we got Anubis retakes, bro. Dead ass.
Go, victory awaits. I'm throwing smoke.
Nice comeback. I feel like I am. He was moving in a weird way.
We got one more slot, chat. One more. Hop in.
I guess you're alive.
Alright, we stop memeing. Can I join? We are full. We are now full. Maybe that's why.
Terrorists win. Let's go. Has been planted. Burn.
Best tip to rank up, learn utility. Honestly. Aiming is really important. It's really, really, really important. But I would say learn utility is the most important thing. Learning good util will unlock ways to play the map for you. And then it'll enable you to do well. It'll enable your teammates to do well. It's just one of those things that it's just a win-win situation for everybody, you know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he is. Okay.
That means we have one more spot. One more spot, bro.
We will defeat the mercenaries. Throwing fire. I'm throwing smoke.
I think nades should be better in CSGO. I agree. I don't even know what you mean, and I agree.
Them from our lands. Smoke.
Oh, I really tried to ego him there. Really tried to ego him. You're lagging? This is an NA server. It is extremely possible that the reason you're lagging is because it is an NA server. Oh, I shouldn't have crouched.
Change map. Why would we change map, bro? It's Anubis.
Grenade.
I really want to use utility, but I got it at 6, so I guess it's a bit delayed for now. I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Throwing fire. Smoke. Flashback.
Retakes, yeah, with viewers, is a tour. With the viewers. And I'm only memeing a little bit. Oh! Another one!
So
Why
hard.
another?
I can't flip.
What do you think about complexity? I think that Elige could really elevate this team into something special. Will he? Like, genuinely, I just have no fucking idea what the ceiling of this team is, or the floor, right? Like, I honestly don't know. But I think that he really could. I think that the team had potential before, and I think that with Elige, they could honestly be great.
44 in 2 main.
Oh, it's always an op, dude. Always an op. Speaking of elevating towards this Shuhei combo, holy bro, I know. Honestly, so fire. So fire. So fire. This'll be interesting. This'll be interesting! Top 5 IGL. Glaive, Kerrigan, Fallen, Cadian, I think, honestly, gets that I mentioned now. Holy shit, there's fucking 3 of them, bro. How did he make it up? Oh, interesting. That stream is so clear. Thank you. We'd love to hear that. No Pronax? Maybe Pronax is 5. Yeah. Honestly. Right? Probably. Almost whiffed that. Surprising to see Torji play very good with Shuhei and Clone playing. I mean, I don't know, man. I think these guys are fired up. You know, they're young, they're hungry. Like, I honestly get it. Like, why they just pop off so quickly. Oh, that looked like it went. Come on. Oh! Oh! Bro, I believed. I believed.
Throwing fire.
Here I thought Torji long peaks. No, I don't think so, bro.
I'm throwing smoke.
Oh, late. All right. Are we back on our bullshit chat with Deagle only? Oh, shit.
A grenade. Deploying flashbang.
Oh, unlucky.
My guy, I love you. No homo. No homo. No homo.
There's something wrong with any sort of adoration.
Throwing flashbang.
My guy, by the way, stop killing me.
Defusing the bomb.
Did I say TF2 made service with 100 people? Brother. That's crazy. I should honestly go back and play some TF2, man. I miss it. I was so bad at it. I'm like literally dog shit at TF2, but... Oh, unlucky.
What the fuck? I hit.
I lit him 87 too, bro. TF2 is so fun. People are streaming right now too, it's crazy.
Fucking outside.
Where are we going? Hey?
Flashbang.
I hate that about mollies, bro. Can't wait till they fix that shit in CS2.
Well, that's what's a nice.
Some... Oh, the timing.
He's dead. Nice.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, I thought he was. I didn't realize he killed him. I thought it was something. GG, guys.
GG.
GG. Hell yeah.
Hell
GG.
yeah.
Yo, can we hop on the map I know now?
You guys, cash? Let's go.
Cash,
yeah.
Yeah, let's
Shit.
go.
Let's go. Let's go. Bro, I'm always down for cash retakes, chat. Say fucking less. Yeah, five out of 4. That's what we like to see on cash retakes, bro. Cash retakes is actually goated. You got MG2 back today. Nice, Kia. Got on a tie. Those are the best, bro. I've sort of given up on matchmaking, which makes me sad because I was actually having fun with it for a while, but I just can't bring myself to do it anymore. It sucks. I started memeing and then it just sucked. Oh. I don't think I have a deagle equipped on this server. Maybe it's only on T side? I don't remember. Oh, nope. Yeah, I have it.
This is what we have been working for.
Highway 2. One more.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Oh, unlucky.
Right side.
Thanks, Freak. Love you too, buddy. unlucky. I try first, let me pick shots when I'm not in game. Someone might leave, man. If you hop in the observer, you can, nice shot. You can, make it back in.
Bro,
Oh, this sucks. Not with a pistol I want, man! It's not the fucking gun I want! God damn. Is the server full? It is full right now, unfortunately. Nope, I fell.
Throwing smoke.
Nice.
I'm working on it. Well, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I didn't realize I could see over it. Omnibox. That's annoying. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyo. If there's 9 people, it's full. That's how it works. Then we have 1 spectating right now. Who's gonna take the slot if somebody leaves?
Calling flashbang.
Oh, unlucky.
Shooting now. Are you all as excited as I am to see how this pans out? Because I am very excited. We are just playing nice today. That is the way, right?
Unlucky. Have you ever used any aim trainers, or did you just use your aim from just play so much? Just from playing so much. I spend a lot of time in aimbots. A lot of time in aimbots, but I don't ever do like aim lab. I have it installed, but like I've tried it like half a dozen times, but it's not a thing that I use like with any sort of regularity. I'm a big believer in like just train in the engine in which you're going to play, right? So if you want to become a sick Valorant player, spend a lot of time in Valorant aimbots. Same with CS, spend a lot of time in CS aimbots. Siege, like T-Hunt, like I'm just a big believer in it, yeah. Okay, I mean, I think we can all agree on that.
Fire in the hole. Flashbang out.
How old am I? I'm 30 years old.
Grenade.
I'm old.
Working on it.
Been playing Counter-Strike for a long time, bro.
Now is the time. I'm throwing a grenade.
Last time, bro. I'm so confused. I am double your age? Yeah, it's pretty normal. Is it bad that I'm proud to rank up a silver elite? Of course not. Oh my god, I love it the dude just holds that W. I respect it so much. Honest to god, dude. Hit me out here with the Valorant swing. Stop killing me, I'm lagging. My bad, bro. Yeah, everyone has to start somewhere, my dude. There's never any shame in, like, being genuinely proud of ranking up, right? Like, to whatever, you know, whatever's a higher rank than where you're at, right? You're like asking a pro player, is there any shame in being proud of ranking up to level 10, right? Like, of course not.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted.
Grenade out. Calling fire.
Terrorists win. Bomb has been planted. Incendiary.
Fire in the hole.
Annoying. I keep spawning me here, man. I hate spawning A-mains. Give me a real spawn. Oh my god! Give me a spawn, bro! I hate spawning here. Sucks.
Throwing fire. Defusing the bomb. Together we can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna hit this one dig, watch.
Get ready. This is a free fire zone.
Oh, nice shot.
Laying down smoke.
Oh, he pushed out?
Now we fight.
Chat, how do you feel about the Empress? I feel like the Empress is a sick AK. I feel like it's like still an S tier AK, even like 5 years after it came out. Clean. I feel like the Empress is still really cool. Oh, we're freaking super grouped up here. Fuck.
Right, as best we can.
I'm throwing the flashback.
One of those rare circumstances where I'd actually prefer to have the A1S. Most artwork skins are really good. Yeah, it's funny, I don't like the Emperor as much. But I really like the Empress. Kind of hard to go wrong with them, even stuff like Player 2. Oh, I have Player 2. I love Player 2. It's super sick. I get a tier list for the Empress with A in my list. Yeah, it's pretty close. I just feel like it might even be S tier. I don't know, man. It's really nice. It's really cool, you know? It looks good with stat track, too. Like, it's just really sick. Oh, I should have dealed. I knew it. Oh, nice.
Diffusing now.
What the fuck was that ragdoll, bro? That was so good. Oh, nah, timing. Nice. I got mine. I couldn't even hear anything from the flash. That was the problem.
Well, hello, hello.
Hello, sir. Oh, unlucky.
Flashing.
Nice. Nice. GG, guys.
GG, guys. Thank you for getting.
Oh. That was fun. I miss playing retakes with viewers. That's fun. Oh. GG's, Glenn. GG's, everyone. Yeah, so we're working on something right now to hopefully actually do like real, real viewer games. So, yeah. But for just the time being, one of the reasons I also really like doing retakes with viewers is because it sort of like, unless you actually do 10 mans, which are great, don't get me wrong, but unless you actually do 10 mans, you know, it's like elo can become a thing, and it is, you know what I mean, like people. Dimitri, a bit of a demon with the D. I'll be honest with you, Glenn. I was a little washed today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was missing a couple of easy ones today. I haven't played CS in a while, actually. I've been playing a lot of League lately, and I'm fucking rusty, dude. I'm really rusty. I had a couple of nice ones, but I was trolling. It's retakes. But thank you for hopping in, chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hopping in for our list today. Let me know if you agree. I think we feel like we're all. I feel like we're all sort of in agreement. Yeah, ping's also a thing too, Freak. It's absolutely a factor, right? If you're from a different region, it's brutal. It's brutal for sure. Especially if you're not used to playing on high ping. I say that as someone who is a huge, like, fucking wimp when it comes to playing on high ping. I hate it. But yeah. Thank you for tuning in, chat. I really appreciate it. We have some special plans for next week for Unmuted.
which is really exciting. And then also hopefully some more CSGO stuff that will maybe allow us to possibly maybe play together. So yeah, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, guys. I will see you on Tuesday. Possibly Monday, probably Tuesday. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. Lovely evening. Enjoy your pugs. Enjoy your games. May the good matchmaking teammates be forever with you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.